Do you ever just want something different? I went to Texas probably during the first week of this year because I got tired of always looking at the same five, six, seven streets, right? Driving the same 10 or 20 miles every day or 2 days around the same couple of streets over and over. It just got so redundant and repetitive, and I like being able to just get up, get in a vehicle, and just drive through, you know, a state or two states or three states, um, and see all these different roads and houses I'd never been around before. It was nice. Um, and I don't know. Every now and again, I just because I've explained before, life is repetitive, right? People work a job sometimes for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and they'll come in at 9, get off at 5. Maybe the hours differ a little bit depending on what job you have, but the gist of it is that each given week of someone's life will be largely the same things repeating itself. You get up, you eat your little 2 or 3 meals a day, and whatever. Either if you're not working, you're running some series of errands, you're going to just the stuff you've done before. And I don't know. I just kind of every now and again want some variety. Uh, like for me, the only reason I don't try to fly or drive to further away places or go further places is just scheduling and of course the financial issues of doing that regularly. But um, I over the course of a year would like to go to maybe 2 other states, 3 other states that are not the one, like a border one, like Arizona or Nevada, somewhere that's like that I can that's just right on the edge of here, and that's really just again to see and do something that is not what I normally do to add some variety. And I guess that's kind of why I get so sick of applying for jobs and hearing nothing back, because it's just the same thing repeating itself over and over. Um, if it's repetitive and it's something you don't like, then it's especially not going to be pleasant. I know a lot of people get sick of paying bills. I only get sick of them if it's stuff I just cannot like afford. Where I talked before about how the cost of rent out here is absolutely insane. You'd have to. I said this in Rotten Society. It used to be that people would have to team up to buy a house. Now they have to team up to rent one to have somewhere to lay their head at night. It's crazy just how much stuff gets disillusioning if you're not enjoying it and you're doing it over and over again. Like when I would go to my job, those first 3 4 months, it's repetitive in terms of doing the same thing every day, cleaning it. But I never was. Oh man, here we go again. It only started getting that way when the stuff start kicking in, right? They give you less hours, some jerk manager, just different things like that. That's where it starts to become a chore to do the same thing over and over. Um, Even with a lot of conversations, like there are people I enjoy speaking to, having some dialogue with. But especially when it comes to the online ones, there have been so many instances of just me getting either tired of how something's going or the other person, being flaky, that I just said, you know what, if I don't have any consistent back and forth with someone every day or every couple of days, then whatever. I've tried long and hard enough for this to go one way, and if it insists on going south, then we have to cut our losses and keep moving. No, it's interesting just to think about how so much stuff repeats itself, just going and going and going. Um, like when I write scripts for a video or maybe draw something, because I admit I start scripts all the time for things. If it's something I really want to do, I try to actually make it, um, because I don't want to get into the very redundant pattern of coming up with an idea and then abandoning it after, the first draft or however many I may do. It's it's been a real interesting couple of months. That's all I can say. I when you sit there and just apply for stuff over and over and over, it really just drains you. But I might have gotten a different result this past what was that? I think it was Friday. So we'll see.